How's it going, my amazing subscribers and viewers? It's your boy Johnny, and today I will be live reacting to Club America versus CF Pachuca. It's 0-0 in the aggregate. Club America playing with a 4-4-2, and Pachuca playing with a 4-2-3-1. In the first leg, I didn't make a reaction video to it specifically because I don't have Tuden, I only have Univision, and luckily they're passing the game through Univision. America, as long as they draw or they win, they advance to the semifinals. Yo, Adam! Hold on, wait, yeah, I forgot to copy and paste the link. My bad. All right, Adam. Not bad. But yeah, over here in Cali, it's really hot, guys. I forgot to turn on the AC. But yeah, today America cannot give up chances, just like they did. Just like. Oh, nice. But yeah, in the first leg on Wednesday, America perdonó mucho, which means they forgave Pachuca a lot. Pachuca in the last game only had 1 shot on target, while America had 8 shots on target. So what America needs to do is they have to be conclusive. They were way more dominant in the first leg than in the last time that they faced, which was in the Liga. But yeah, I want America to pass. Toluca's already passed. They eliminated Rayados. Toluca, what? Come on, Davila! The ref has blown the whistle for a handball. So yeah, as I was saying, so Toluca has eliminated Monterrey from the quarterfinals. Toluca lost in the first leg 3-2, and they won today 2-1, 4-4 in the aggregate. However, since Toluca ended up in a higher position than Monterrey did, Toluca advances. And since America's in a higher position, they're in a higher position compared to Pachuca, as long as America wins or they draw, America advances to the semifinals. I have the StreamYard link if y'all want to join, and here goes Davila. Good crossing. Bro, my TV is very how do I say it? Are crossing by Borja, and it's the first corner kick for Club America. Clásico Joven in the semis. I mean, I think that's gonna happen. Arsenal is going for a cross. Cleared out by Pachuca. You want the Cruz Azul versus America rivalry? That's crazy, but I think America is most likely going to play against the winner between Necaxa and Tigres. If I'm being completely honest. Hold on, wait. Let me just click this. And I'm going to share this tab instead. But yeah, I think America, if they pass, yeah, I agree. Hold on, let me check the standings. Okay, so let's say America wins. Yeah. If America advances, they're playing the the winner between Tigres and Necaxa. Yeah, America is going to. Come on! Oh, no way. Offside. Bro, honestly, the first leg was actually very controversial, especially because of the offside by Henry Martin, where Andrada basically like forced himself into it, where the ref originally called for a red card on Andrada, but after he checked the VAR, they called an offside. In my opinion, it should have still been a red card, but hey, that's just me, you know. And it was also deflected off a defender, so yeah. But yeah, if America passes, which I hope they do, um, they'll be playing the winner between Necaxa and Tigres. Who would I prefer to for America to face in the semifinals? Honestly, I would prefer America to play against Tigres, especially because I know that Necaxa they're pretty strong rivals, especially in this how do I call it? In this season, Necaxa has been doing really good. Liam, how are you? But yeah, I would like to see America Tigres, especially because like America, they how do I call it? They beat Tigres a lot. That's good to hear, Liam. Oh yeah, and then updates on WWE Backlash. John Cena retains the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Randy Orton, thanks to our truth. Jacob Fatu retains the United States Championship. Lyra Valkyria retains the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and Dominic Mysterio retains the Men's Intercontinental Championship. But yeah, that's basically all. Oh, dang it. Hold on, with the signal on my TV right now is bad. I'll be right back. Wow, right when I stood up, that's when. Yeah, Liam, thanks. Bro, right when I stood up, that's when the TV started to work again. Boy, Pachuca's on the attack, and it's grabbed by Malagon. Borja is down, but so is Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez is back to his feet. I don't know if there was a foul or something, but bro, TV, don't do this to me. Tell me why. Hold on. Jeez, this is not on my side. My TV is not on my side today. Thanks, Liam. You're my buddy too. You're all my buddies. And I appreciate the support, Liam. You know what's funny though? I hit 400 subscribers on March 1st, and on May 2nd, literally a month and the day after, I hit 500. So thank you all so much. Bro, no way, hold on. Oh yeah, Real Madrid versus Barca, that's going to be really good. I have Barca to win. All right, there. I think. Never mind. Bro, TV's not on my side. Hold on, wait. Why? Why? Hold on, guys. Ah. Hold on. Santiago Jimenez cooked today. I heard that he scored 2 goals today. TV, why? All right, there. Let me put up the audio so that y'all can hear the game too. Yeah, he scored a double. Oh, and then we witnessed history today. Harry Kane finally wins his first trophy. Definitely the GOAT. All right, there's a free kick for Pachuca. Bro, what America needs is they need to score. Corner kick for Pachuca. Liam agrees that Harry Kane is the GOAT. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Me too. That's what I've heard too, Adam. That's something Jimenez. And also, he's Argentine. America has to be careful with this corner. Corners are scary, honestly. They're taking a short corner. Ooh, what a save! What a save by Malagon! What a save by Malagon! Barely tips it out. What an amazing save. And Pachuca again with the corner. And hits the crossbar. And the ball goes over. All right. Bro, I swear. Swear, Malagon is literally come on, vamos. America's going for a counterattack. Come on, Borja. Good crossing. Kevin Albert with the header, but straight to the goalkeeper. Come on. Come on, Henry. Come on, Fidalgo. Don't shoot. Oh. Welcome back, Liam. Boy, Pachuca going for their counter attack. Come on, Fidalgo. Nice. Sending it out for throwing. Yeah, there wasn't a foul committed against Fidalgo. Nice cut by America. Come on. Come on, Henry. Come on, Israel. Nice. Come on, Davila. Come on, Davila. Come on, shoot it. Shoot it. Go on. Let's go. Sendejas. Sendejas, ladies and gentlemen, has scored the first goal. One nil, guys. 1-0. America is up 1-0 in the 15th minute. Let's go. Yeah, 1-0. Sendejas scored. It was deflected. Started to the far post. But it's 1-0 in favor of Club America. With this score, Pachuca needs 2. Pachuca needs 2 goals. Bro, I swear Henry Martin makes the difference. Henry Martin makes the difference for Club America. Bro, I think America should go for more goals. Oh yeah, and then there's a sad thing though. For the females, America lost 3-0 against Pachuca in the first leg, so I'm hoping they come back so that they could win their third trophy. There's a foul. And it's the first booking of the match, and it is a yellow card for Aceves.
Así es, el número 13 del Pachuca está molestado. Daniel Alonso Aceves amonestado por esta falta sobre Sendejo. ¡Qué partido! Y lo voy a decir muy
But I just hope America doesn't. Like, I don't want them to like play back. I want America to take the opportunity and score as many goals as they can possible. No, TV, don't be like that to me. Hold on, guys.
el bulto, ¿no? Que busque pegarle donde está el portero. Ahí el muñeco, fuerte, ¿no?
All right, there.
Es un tipo que busca generalmente pone las esquinas. Mira cómo
Actually, no, to the far left. Oh, Pachuca almost scored.
Apenas se acarició la pelota en el disparo. Ahí están los tuzos con la respuesta. Te sigo escuchando.
When was the save by Malagón? Oh, it was deflected off of America's defender. Corner. And now it's cut out by America. Fidalgo's just giving away throw-ins.
Si el técnico de Estados Unidos está viendo de la jugada de Sendeja, Rondón, Salomón, el venezolano atrás, Pedraza le puede pegar, Pedraza le rebote, va a impedir el tiro de esquina o no, América.
Nice, Davila. Or was that Kevin Alvarez? No, I think that was Davila. Who sent it out for a throw-in, avoiding a corner kick. Smart play. No, wait, I think that's Israel Vegas. Oh, no, man, that was Kevin Alvarez, yeah. And it's another corner kick in favor of Pachuca.
Pero por alguna razón, ni el proceso anterior ni este, que va de la mano de Mauricio Pochettino, no lo han considerado, ¿no? Cuarto corre para los suizos, ahora desde la derecha. Yo creo que aquí tampoco, porque Toussaint sale de Fossin.
Short corner. He could take the shot and the ball goes out wide.
Esa historia rápida, porque yo no quiero plantear mucho el tema cuando venía un fiel a pegarle, ese balón se va desviado. A ver, él se cansó de esperar una convocatoria de Martino. Martino ni lo volteaba, porque a los argentinos los chaparritos no les gusta mucho. Y es cierto, se deja de muy bajito. Yo recuerdo que a Marcelo Bielsa, recuerde que el sábado 7 de junio el Tri se va a enfrentar primero.
Nice. Lord, he lost it.
Entonces, este tipo de jugadores tan bajitos, chaparritos, como que no les gusta. Se cansó de esperar el llamado de Martino.
No.
Centro
Uy.
defensivo de Juárez, la pelota enredada. Él habló de Juárez,
Come on.
Con el técnico entonces de México y le dijo, profe,
Nice, vamos.
Estados Unidos que te jugar, pero quiero saber si México me quiere considerar y con la claridad del mundo, el técnico mexicano, Martino le dijo, yo a usted no lo tendría.
All right, you too, Liam. Thank you so much for joining. Shout out to you.
México. No, en juveniles. No, estuvo en dos convocatorias en ese proceso amistoso. Sí, pero ya mundial no, eso fue de cara mundial.
Oh, and it was also saved by Malagón. Never mind.
Yo digo, se le olvidará a los técnicos argentinos.
Wait, which matchup?
Martino medía 1.63 y jugaba al fútbol muy bien. Sí.
Come on, vamos.
Chiquito Sánchez.
Come on. Dávila. Oh.
Chile, maestro, también se celebra.
Deflected. Oh, yeah. Dude, that match was insane. Both legs, actually. That match was insane. So America's biggest victory over Pachuca is the 4-0. Pachuca's biggest victory over America is 4-1. But yeah, dude, both of those matches were really good. And then Man United surprisingly destroyed Athletic Club in Bilbao in both legs. In leg one, they beat them 3-0, and then in the second leg they beat them 4-1. 7-1 in the aggregate. And guys, happy Mother's Day from your boy Johnny to all your mothers. Shout out to every mother out there, because without them we wouldn't be here. So shout out to every mother out there, whether single or married. Congratulations, bro. I'm surprised. Call them PSG. But yeah, dude, I think Inter is going to win the UCL final. One of my friends, he says that PSG is taking it, but I think Inter is going to win it. Just because Inter has had they've had a harder pass, especially against Barcelona, because right now Barcelona, they're like one of the best clubs right now. If not the best club, they're better than Madrid, which I think they are going to possibly destroy Madrid tomorrow. And it's a throwing in favor of Club America. But yeah, I think if Inter could defeat Barcelona and the Clowner Cup between Tottenham and Man United, Bro, I want Man United to win. There should be no excuses as to why Man United can't beat Tottenham. Nice, vamos! Shoot it! No! 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 How? How? How, Cindy? How do you miss that? How do you miss that? A beautiful pass by Eric Sanchez. Almost recovered by Pachuca. Sendejas went for the near post, and the ball barely goes outside. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be Inter versus United in the Super Copa. Which sadly, I don't see Man United winning that match. Yo, Alfonso, how are you? And let's go. We have 5 people on. America's up 1-0, guys. Come on, Borja. Bro, Albert, you can shoot. Oh, Davila, come on, Davila. Or you have to play back. Nice. Cross it. Nice. Cross it. Oh, Borja, you slipped. You slipped, Borja. You slipped, my guy. For reals, bro. I'm still shocked that Man United pulled that off against Athletic Club Bilbao. And Anthony, he's literally being the GOAT right now for Real Betis. Like, it's crazy how he became a meme. And now he's like one of the best footballers in all of Europe right now. Going for America. Let's go. We have 4 people. Actually, now 3. Our Chiquito plays back. Ramon Juarez, Israel Reyes. Nice, nice, nice. What a goal by Sendejas! What a goal! 2-0! 2-0! 2-0, let's go! 2-0! Vamos! What a crossing! What a crossing! Sendejas with a double! Sendejas with a double! Sendejas with a double goal! 28 minutes, guys. 28 minutes and America's already up 2-0. Bro, we gotta make more though. Because 2-0 this early is bad. There was not even an offside. But what a beautiful crossing. Then that was masterclass. That was a masterclass goal right there. That was a masterclass goal by Sendejas. If he doesn't win a Puskas for that, then the Puskas shouldn't exist. America needs to go for more goals. They can't be comfortable with the 2-0 lead. We saw what happened when they were up 2-0 against Cruz Azul in the previous playoffs match against Cruz Azul, where they were up 2-0 in like 50-something minutes. Then Cruz Azul scored. Then America scored a 3-1. Like literally right after that. Cruz Azul scored 2 goals, and then America scored the winning penalty. We can't be comfortable with a 2-0 lead. America has to go for more goals.
Y con la gente y con todas las mamis que hoy nos están acompañando. Gran abrazo en todo el país.
Nice, come on. America's looking for counterattack. There's a fine, that's a yellow card. 43C. The man who turned us down this season. Bro, and then Alexis Vega today was insane. Alexis Vega right now, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know if they could beat Whitecaps. I mean, Whitecaps right now, they're like the they're like the 2022 Real Madrid, where they just literally get lucky. But hey, that's my hot take. By the way, guys, the link is posted up there in case you. Yo, Armando, how are you, bro? It's been so long, buddy. But yeah, America's up 2-0, guys. I know, bro. Miami got destroyed. All right, so tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. p.m. Eastern, Cruz Azul versus León in Univision. But yeah, dude, Inter Miami got destroyed today by Minnesota United. Oh yeah, guys, and some breaking news: León is officially out of the. León is officially. That's a yellow card. That should have been a booking, and what a save by Malagón! Ball goes out for a corner, but that should have been a booking. Who, Adam? Tell me, Adam. Let me up, Adam. Bro, that should have come in as a booking. Ooh, tell me, boy. Tell me, Adam. And like LA Galaxy? No way. Right now, the LA teams are literally bad. Well, except for the Dodgers. But Lakers, they got eliminated. And LA Galaxy is falling off. And LAFC has fallen off too. That's crazy, bro. Are Los Angeles teams really that bad? No way. 7-0, they lost. That's insane. That's insane. A 7-0 loss is so embarrassing. But yeah, guys, I have a link up here in case if you want to join my live stream. All you have to do is just put your Google information. I believe it's just your Gmail, and that's basically it. And you can be part of my live stream. And Pachuca's playing back.
El marcador 2-0, hoy 2-0 el global. Prepárate para regresar al mundo de John Wick con Ballerina a partir del 6 de junio, solo en cines. Te lo puedes perder.
I heard that Thunderbolts is a pretty decent film. I might watch it soon. Nice, Borja. Yo, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How have you been, bro? It's been so long since you've been in my live stream. I don't remember the last time you were part of my live stream, dude, but how are you?
El cambio que hace de posición, Sendeja pasa para la izquierda y Kevin jugando como volante y tapó todas las dudas que a un servidor le generaba la falta.
Bro, America's up 2-0.
35 minutos. Esto sigue 2-0. Analicemos esta jugada con nuestra tecnología avanzada en colaboración con Verizon.
Fuck, Kevin. Nice.
Kevin lo aprovechó María. ¿Cómo le toma la espalda ahí? Se abre Sendejas, le toma la espalda a la flanca y el control es very gol, porque lo deja en posición de disparo, ya no pierde otro tiempo y la pone pegada ahí, la famosísima rinconera. ¿La rinconera? Todo por tu fotografía. Ahí la hace con la mamita, como debe ser. Muy bien.
For Pachuca.
Acá, Diego.
Yeah, dude, we're up 2-0. Let's go.
En el bar, la vida es más sabrosa. Fuerte abrazo y saludo a todas las mamás desde Chicago. Bien, Camargo, muy bien. Mi abuela fue una madre para mí. Mira, en el cielo está. Un beso hasta el cielo para ella. Además, yo viendo el siempre se puede venir una semifinal América Cruz Azul, pinta para semifinal si Cruz Azul avanza y América avanza. Sería
Oh, never mind. Adam, you're actually right. If America advances to the semifinals and Cruz Azul advances as well, America and Cruz Azul are playing against each other for the semifinals.
El fútbol es así, claro. Oye, Pato, lo que no le marcaron un penal clarísimo que los hubiera enterrado. Mira, ya están en semifinales. La cantante no dice nada, ni se queda bien, no nos pelan. ¿Cómo van a enterrar a Monterrey si solitos? Son más sólidos que Monterrey. Que un iceberg, no.
Now in for Pachuca.
Digo, eso no obsta para si era un penal, pero bueno. Ya, después la deja mucho que desear. Borja la cubre.
Nice Borja. Letting it out for a goal kick in favor of America.
Bueno, ahorita que mencionabas a la gente que sigue la tradición, en Estados Unidos evidentemente con tanto mexicano, ¿no? ¿Cuántos festejan? Y ahora veía en redes sociales y me llamó la atención un mensaje que decía, ya terminó el festejo del Día de las Madres, el cochito con la prima viéndolo desde el acuario. ¿Cómo caramba nos dan en un acuario? No entiendo yo eso. A través de VIX, por la aplicación, profe. Un saludo a toda la gente que nos ve en VIX. No, de acuerdo, pero lo estarán pasando para toda la
Pachuca.
Móvil, con la tablet. Bueno, también puede ser que tengan alguna pantalla, capaz que no.
It is, bro.
Un saludo desde Stanton, California.
But it only happens if America advances and Cruz Azul advances. If León eliminates Cruz Azul, I think it'll be America León. Or it could be America versus the winner between Necaxa and Tigres. If León advances. But let's be real. After the Club World Cup, they've fallen off, and they're not as strong as they were when they kicked off the league, especially with the signing of James Rodriguez. Leon's fallen off. Can they recover? Honestly, I see that more as like a mental thing. They need to be more focused about advancing rather than being mentally affected by FIFA's decision. But hey, sorry, Leon. Like, if you're a team of Leon, I'm terribly sorry that your team got rejected from the Club World Cup, even though they won the CONCACAF. But because it's a multi-property, it's a team who's also owned by the same owner of Pachuca. Like, FIFA had no other choice. And here's a fun fact: FIFA didn't choose America because of the three campeonatos. They chose America because they ended as the best. Well, they were the best ranked on the highest ranked CONCACAF team, and LAFC basically is playing because they lost to their own in that CONCACAF Champions Cup. So yeah, FIFA confirmed that America will be facing off against LAFC. If America beats LAFC, can you imagine what bangers there will be? America versus Chelsea, and then they're gonna play Flamengo, which is one of Adam's favorite teams as well. So it'll be very hard for you, Adam, to choose who you want to win that match. Just like when Barca played against America in 2023, where America beat them 3-2. Where I was going for both, but in my heart, I was like, America needs to win this. But yeah, Inter Miami was favored. Inter Miami was favored. I feel like Atletico Madrid, they were favored as well. I know that they won La Liga back in 2022, but the Club World Cup really only has to have like legitimate champions, like the UEFA Champions League winners. Yeah, and I know the anti-Americanistas, they're going to be like, oh, well, America didn't win it on the pitch. But I mean, America, if FIFA really wants to bring in more money to the FIFA Club World Cup, obviously America here in the United States, they have a lot of fans, and FIFA knows that they will attract a lot more people, meaning they win more money. No way, Alfonso, that's crazy. But yeah, PSG, I don't understand. I don't understand how PSG even qualified for the FIFA Club World Cup. Like at this point, it just means nothing. Ganando, por cierto, en el femenil Pachuca 3-0. Y agrega a lo que decía tú y el Rosso. I honestly don't like how they made the. Yeah, yeah, it is the whole. But I feel like FIFA, I don't know. I feel like FIFA has ruined the Club World Cup, and they're ruining the FIFA World Cup, because now instead of 32 teams, it will be 36 teams. FIFA right now, FIFA, all they care about is money, which is that because back then they were a very respected company. That's crazy. But yeah, there are a lot of teams that are going into the Club World Cup that didn't earn their spot. Bro, I'm calling a 3-0 in this first half. I'm calling a 3-0.
Pelota larga. Saludos en América, quedan 3 segundos, dice limpio. Arriba el tricampeón, feliz día de las madres. No, otro. No, su amigo, ¿no? Su amigo fue el máximo símbolo de la pelota por abajo, Sendejas, pelota rebotada. Hable de mí. Por abajo, el toque a la derecha. 45.
Bro, in this season, Sendejas and Malagón carried America in this season.
Más importante que cualquier conectación que quieras ahorita.
Vamos, come on.
¿Dónde está tu mami ruso? En Argentina, hermano, un beso grande. Un abrazo y un beso así, respetuosamente.
That's a foul. Free kick in favor of America. Free kick in favor of America.
Después de una entrada sobre Álvaro Fidalgo fue amonestado Pedro Pedraza por el 5 del Pachuca.
Uy. They went for a quick free kick with the ball went out. Nice, America's recovered the ball. 55 seconds left. Throwing in favor of who? Oh, what a terrible shot by Fidalgo that was. I just saw the repetition. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Yes, Idrisi got bumped down. Idrisi got the red card for aggression, ladies and gentlemen. America has the advantage. America has the advantage. Pachuca's down one player. Idrisi got bumped with the second yellow card because of aggression, and now Pachuca is going to play with 10 players. They're down 2-0, and America has they have the advantage. I know, so that's scary. Don't get me wrong. Card red penalty. Oh, card red penalty. But yeah, dude. Does Cruz Azul deserve to catch up with us in terms of the CONCACAF Champions Cup? I think they could deserve it, but I feel like Whitecaps is going to get lucky. Whitecaps is gonna get lucky. Whitecaps this year in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, as I said, they're like 2022 Real Madrid from the UEFA Champions League. That's all I'm gonna say. No hate though, no hate. All love and respect. Well, maybe except to Chivas fans, because those fans are crazy. Well, that was a clear red. Because he entered in with full force. Like, he literally, like, let's say the back of Davila is right here. He went like that. And he went with full force. Idrisi got his second yellow card.
Amonestado 58 jugadores, incluyendo los 3. Si contamos la doble amarilla serías.
Bro, don't you disrespect my Manchester United, okay? I know they're terrible, but hey, at, at least they're in the finals of the UEFA Europa League. Let me see, they won them. Yeah. But yeah, dude, put some respect on my Manchester United. Come on, vamos. Kevin Alvarez, and it's stopped by the keeper, and it's sent out to a throw-in. Get paper up, America. Oh, Chivas fans. I thought you were talking about Pachuca. Our first half ends, ladies and gentlemen. America is up 2-0 thanks to Sendejas. Let me put that. First half, America 2-0. Pachuca. If y'all are wondering why I have my headphones on, it's because I thought like some people were going to join in and I was going to talk to y'all, but seems like y'all don't want to. I'm kidding though. But yeah, guys, can y'all believe that I'm literally at 513 subscribers? Literally in 8 days, I gained 13 subs. Bro, Alfonso, that's literally me. I'm like, the only reason why I watch Inter Miami is because of Messi. He's my GOAT, guys. Lionel Messi is my GOAT. Look, I highly respect Cristiano Ronaldo and everything he's accomplished. He's almost at 1,000 goals in his career. But Messi's my GOAT. I guess it's because like I grew up like with people like going for Barcelona, and that's when like I kind of got into like European football and all that, and I would see Lionel Messi and I would be like, geez, this guy's really good, and he just became my GOAT. Enter Miami. Enter Miami is crazy. Enter Miami is crazy. Bryce, right here in Cali, it's so hot today. Messi always my GOAT. Facts, bro. Facts. I agree with Alfonso that Messi's always my GOAT. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell y'all, Thomas Mueller has officially retired with Bayern Munich. A very, very, very goated midfielder. Just like Tony Cruz. Let me see. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne's also a GOAT. Maradona. Funny enough, I used to think that Maradona was actually a striker or a winger, but it actually turns out that he was a center attack mid, which is shocking, honestly. But yeah, guys, I'm going to send the invite link in case you want to join. If you don't want to or you can't, it's completely fine. I think this is the third time that I have actually pasted the link there. So yeah, if y'all want to talk about football, aka soccer, here in the US, then feel free to do so. All right. All right, Adam's joining. But yeah, as I said, if you want to join my live stream, please feel free to click the link. All you have to do is just use your Google account and you'll be a guest. Even though I literally said that I'm going to be doing, how do I call it? That I'm literally going to be doing collabs once a month, which is still happening. I invited one of my friends if she wants to be in, how do I say, in a collab, but she hasn't responded to me. Well, she responded, but she hasn't confirmed it, is what I'm trying to say. Wait, let me just make sure. All right, is he joining? All right, he hasn't joined yet. For reals, Alfonso, it's football. So yeah, she hasn't responded. Well, she hasn't confirmed with me, which I'm not going to show y'all who it is because it's gonna be a surprise. And I hope that she actually collabs with me because I feel like y'all are going to really like this person. And yeah. However, if she gives me the no, then I have a plan B, which will be another person who's really fun. Y'all probably know her. Y'all probably don't. Just saying. All right, we have one viewer on right now. But yeah, dude, I'm just glad that John Cena retained. That's all I'm happy about. So I think I have 2 notifications. I'm still waiting for Adam to join. Alfonso, if you'd like to join, there's a link here. You know what? Let me show. Wait, is it hiding? Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't know I can do that. That is so cool. That is so cool, StreamYard. That is so cool. That is actually really cool. But yeah, guys, click on this link right here in case you want to join. And you know what? Let me start. Actually, no. In case you'd like to join, of course. All right, Adam's here. Adam, how are you? Oh, wait, I think you're muted. All right, guys. Adam Dad 2025 is here.
All right, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Bro, you kind of scared me with that sound because it literally sounded like if you were opening something or something like that.
No, I was just putting my control. I was just trying to charge something. My
Oh,
phone, since it's almost a low battery. But regardless, yeah, but yeah,
bro, we're up to nil.
you guys have the advantage, and Club America are just 45 minutes away from the semifinals.
That
Again,
is true. And you were actually right. Like I was literally confused when I saw the standings, but then right here in Univision they confirmed that if America passes, which I hope they do right now, they have the advantage. They have one more player than Pachuca does, and if
yeah,
Cruz
because
Azul, yeah,
Greasy got sent off, right?
yeah, Idrisi got sent off. And what's
Basically,
funny is that he was like America wanted to sign him earlier this year, but he gave them a big no.
Like a contract extension, or
Oh no, I meant that like America wanted they wanted to purchase him basically. They wanted Pachuca to transfer him to them, but Idrisi said no and he
just
stayed in
rejected?
Pachuca and he just received a double booking of a yellow card, which now
That's a
he is no
clear red,
longer in the
right?
game. Yeah,
That's a clear red, right?
yeah,
Because I was just eating and I was just trying to grab something. So yeah, a couple things. Obviously, yes, I kind of knew it because I think it's because of the number system. Apparently, because
yeah,
I think whoever's the highest will play the lowest, and in the middle, obviously in the middle.
yeah. And honestly, I'm glad that they removed the rule of the away goals because let's say they drew this match 1-1, Pachuca would advance because
That's true. They
America
would.
on Wednesday, they didn't score anything and Pachuca would have had the advantage.
Yeah, but this time you technically don't even have to win. You could just draw twice,
Yeah.
and it doesn't even go to extra time.
Yeah, but honestly, if I were Jardine, I would go for more goals because we all know that Pachuca, when they play against America, they're very dangerous compared to when like they face Guadalajara, where they literally play like a small team.
Yeah, they open up their legs ridiculous. And let's not forget Pachuca. Just like how some people do accuse some teams I forgot as an example um that does the
Uh,
same thing.
Alfonso, that is a lie. He said that Thomas, which is his cousin and a very good friend of mine, said that America and LAFC are trying to sign James Rodriguez, but I doubt it. America doesn't need James Rodriguez because we already have Davila for that position. We also have Diego Valdez, which I'm sad that he isn't necessarily playing that much with America anymore. I'm sure he's going to
Not because of
be in
his
the
level,
transfer window.
not because his levels have dropped, or is it because his levels drop, or is it because he's not playing as much?
I
I mean,
think
he's
it,
not given those opportunities. I mean,
yeah. I mean, he was regaining his level like halfway through the season, and he was actually really good. However, his level has dropped, and I want Brian Rodriguez to return from his injury, but only time will tell when he's going to be officially back.
all right, but yeah, I expect Cruz Azul to advance against Club Leon because Club Leon they have given up.
They have, bro. They've
They have
fallen off
fall. They
ever
fell
since.
off a cliff, bro.
I know, like at the start of the season, besides America and Toluca, they were seen as the bigger team. Like,
The best team
yeah,
because
and
they started off well. Because I remember on day one on James's debut when Club America played Inter Miami the same time in that friendly.
yeah,
Um, they played Atlas. They came back from 1-0 down, and James Rodriguez got the assist.
yeah,
Especially
and
even leading up to the penalty as well.
yeah, and now ever since
And
FIFA
then
did that,
they
and
were
what I hate is that all the anti-Americanistas, they're complaining saying that America didn't earn the spot when they clearly did. No other CONCACAF team recently has done what America has done in this past year.
that's true because even though yes, it could be related to the three campeonatos because they've been doing well
They've
in
been really
regular
well.
season. Well, and then you're gonna say yeah, all this nonsense, just like they do against Flamengo, paying the referees and all that. Yeah, it's the exact same thing because Club America and Flamengo they have a lot in common, like I said.
Yeah,
And then we'll see if they could try to like make it through. I haven't made a video about it, but yeah, Club Leon they have fallen off a cliff ever since. Um, I think ever since early March, that's where
yeah,
the downfall happens.
yeah,
With a 2-1 loss against Santos, bottom Santos.
yeah. That match was crazy too, because I was like, Oh, Santos easily they're going to lose, but they ended up upsetting Leon, which was a shocker.
And
And
now
yeah, and Fernando Ortiz is no longer Santos's head coach.
apparently, so he's leaving. I don't know if he's gonna retire from coaching or goes back to Argentina or something because he
I
hasn't
mean,
been doing good.
I'm gonna be honest. Fernando Ortiz, he's a really good coach. Just that
Something
he can't advance from the semifinals. Like he gives really good seasons. Like when he was the coach of America, he gave really good seasons, really good quarterfinals. But in the semifinals, that's where America would get eliminated.
they would capitulate, right?
Yeah,
And then they gifted Chivas, the free pass to who they can't even equalize. They can't even capitalize to equalize Club America's trophies. And now they're 4 trophies down, and they could be 5 if America could do it. This could be 5.
yeah,
Imagine trying to equalize, and nearly 2 years later, possibly going 5.
I mean Chivas right now, with the way they are right now, I doubt that they're ever going to win another trophy, but it's because you can't expect to win a trophy by playing with just pure Mexicans. Like, for a team that big, you need to at least bring variety. And Kate Cowell, he's technically not Mexican,
Because he's
he's American, but
just like
yeah,
us, including me.
yeah,
And then listen, of course, I am a fake Brazilian. I just love Brazil. It's also in my heart. And
yeah,
Colombia, it's just me. I love Mexico, but I also love Brazil as well because that's where also all the football gods are as well.
true.
And that's why and of course, and I also do like Colombia as well. Not just because Javes, but like similar culture to Mexico that comes close. So yeah.
Yeah, and I saw too that, like, I think you were doing a reaction to an America de Cali game or something like that.
Oh yeah. I think I kind of. I mean, it wasn't a watch along, but I think that game was up on top, so I was just keeping an eye on it. I think along with Atletico Nacional, which you remember, Fanny Juarez was coaching there, and then he left, and then now, you remember now he's in the mud, Fanny Juarez.
Yeah,
Basically, yes, Fanny Juarez, right?
yeah, Efrain Juarez.
He's in
But
the mud because he went from being champions from Colombia, barely even making to La Liguilla, and then they got eliminated by Monterrey in the play-in, and he wanted to fight.
yeah, dude, and a lot of people said too that like they have lost their respect to Efrain Juarez because of that.
He lost his attitude all because of the incident in Colombia, which led him to resigning, and he
Yeah,
hasn't fixed up Pumas, which Pumas barely eliminated Chivas thanks to Atlas holding on.
true.
And I will say this about Chivas. Are Chivas even really not even in my opinion, I think Chivas are are they even the second biggest. Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah, just that the second half is about to start and there's
Yeah,
a
second.
substitution for Pachuca. So go
Okay.
on.
All right. Are Chivas even the second biggest club at this point? Because
Nah,
they're not. They
I would say Cruz Azul is, or maybe Toluca, because right now Toluca they've been really good.
let's
But
not
no,
forget. Go ahead.
I was going to say, but I think right now the second biggest club, without a doubt, is Cruz Azul.
It's Cruz Azul. And Chivas, let's not forget they only have two Champions Cup titles. And they claim
Yeah,
they are massive, but they only have two. Cruz Azul and America has triple of them.
yeah, and the last one that Chivas won was back in 2018 when they were under Matias Almeida.
Basically, you know what? It's basically I wouldn't say they are the Tottenham of Mexico. They they are kind of like the Arsenal, kind of.
Yeah, but except Arsenal actually does really good and Chivas doesn't.
Okay, all right. Even though Arsenal don't win trophies, they just
Yeah,
always.
but Arsenal, what I like about Arsenal is that they at least try to compete. Like Chivas, they barely have any level to stay in the Liga MX.
I mean, that's true. I mean, of course, Arsenal will compete, but they just don't make it through themselves. So
Yeah,
it's somewhat similar, but of course, just slightly besides that. But
yeah.
but Chivas, they like what's it's basically just like Arsenal and Tottenham. In my opinion, Aston Villa, and Everton, I think they're bigger than both those North London clubs.
I mean, Aston Villa's had a really good
Villa have a Champions League
two straight
apparently.
good seasons. Yeah, they've had two straight good seasons.
Yeah, Villa has a Champions League, by the way, in their history, I think.
That's crazy.
And Arsenal do not, and yet they have less fans.
True.
So Chivas trying to do the North London code, basically, of pretend to be a big club, but instead they're kind of like frauds at the end, behind the
Yeah.
mask.
Well, the only thing that makes them big, at least right now, is their fan base. But other than that, Chivas, they're. I hate to say this because I have a lot of respect for Chivas. Um, their team is just mediocre, in my opinion. Their fans, like, I don't know, they're just very toxic.
Very hostile.
Yeah, like, no hate on any Chivas fans, but
I'm not
their
trying.
fans, they're just probably the worst fans. Like Atlas's fans, they're very respectful from what I've seen.
Oh, Villa
And,
did one Champions League all the way back in 1982. Oh, I just seen. But
yeah,
yeah, it's all the way back in 1982. Villa won the Champions League, which is
that's
crazy.
crazy.
And I
Yeah.
and I forgot who they won then, because that was since then. In those old European Cups. Oh, it was against Bayern. Funny enough,
That's
back
great.
in
Wait,
1982.
Bayern Munich or Bayern?
One
Yeah,
0
that's
back
crazy.
then in the early 80s, 1982. That's crazy.
For real.
Aston Villa is the real Big A club, not Arsenal.
True.
And that's facts. Because you don't have European trophies.
Yeah.
Villa is football heritage. Villa are bigger than both Tottenham and Arsenal.
Yeah, in terms of Champions Leagues, Aston Villa is bigger than both of them.
In my opinion, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but London is blue because they just have it in them. I know Chelsea
Yeah,
are run by we all know Clear Lake and not Roman anymore, but
yeah,
it's because of the history says it all.
yeah.
And I know Chelsea they could still fix up even though we all know the Clear Lake ownership. But
True.
still, um, but yeah, but yeah, but Chivas how do they even get a big fan base? Just like what Arsenal and Tottenham are doing, if they're not even that big, if you look at it.
True.
What they only have two Champions Cup. Cruz Azul are super closer to America,
Yeah,
all because
they're
of
one
Liga
Champions Cup away from equalizing to America.
They are, and then they will take those opportunities. I'm convinced. Cruz Azul, they're, in my opinion, ever since they moved on from a semi, I think they found their form somehow.
True. And did
You
you
know,
hear that? Anselmi and Porto already paid Cruz Azul.
the money. I
Yeah,
think so.
I think it was $3.1 million. Even though Cruz Azul wanted 7 million.
So some Cruz Azul fans probably won't have any sympathy probably anymore for him, or it won't matter. I heard
Yeah.
he's struggling in Porto still, not semi. He's
I
not
think
doing
I think they're going to fire him soon. I mean, you saw what happened with Fernando Gago
at
when
Boca. Yes, he got
yeah,
fired as well. Boca
yeah.
barely even went to penalties in the Argentinian Apertura League, and they're
Bro,
barely in semifinals.
I swear, every coach that has been living like that, they're like, it's literally a curse for them, except for Paunovic, because I know that Paunovic, he he actually might break a record with the current team that he's in, because the team where he's in, they have a chance to actually ascend to La Liga instead of being in the second division.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true from Chivas and then yeah, I forgot what club he's working with, Sporting something.
Yeah, It's like the second
Yeah, it's La
division
Liga
version
too.
of Real Madrid. Yeah,
La Liga too. Yes, I know that, and I'm aware of sub clubs, including There's this Valencian team, Valencia's biggest rivals. They're actually located in second division right now. I think it's called Levante, the Bats. That's
all
Valencia's
Levante. Yeah, I've heard of that
crosstown
team. Actually,
rivals,
I've
and
seen that team too.
we have not seen the Valencia rivalry derby for a while because they've been in
True.
different divisions. I heard
I
Paris is getting a new derby, a new rivalry, a new team coming in.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we're going to see Valencia playing against Levante very soon if they are relegated to the second division.
I mean, no, Valencia, they're actually doing good. If you don't know, they've actually woken up. I'm not kidding. They have turned it around. They've won
Really?
today. Yeah, they've actually improved since
That's crazy
February.
because
They
whenever I watch La Liga, I only mainly focus on like Barca and Real Madrid, but I'm gonna try to start focusing on other teams too.
like Valencia, especially Betis and Villarreal.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Um, without even joking, Anthony is literally carrying Real Betis right now.
Real Betis Balompié are absolutely cooking, like no joke. Like they
Yeah,
have Osasuna tomorrow, and Real Betis are in that Conference League final against Chelsea.
yeah. It's crazy because like for over a year we have been memeing about Anthony supposedly being the GOAT,
Hmm.
and now we're literally drinking from our own medicine.
And it's actually happening. Dreams are
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, because I remember everyone used to be like, "Oh, Anthony is so good. He's 8 Ballon d'Ors away from Messi, and he's 3 goals away from scoring a hat trick."
Uh-huh. Yeah, and
But
then
it's crazy. I'm glad that Anthony has finally found his place in the club. He even said that moving away from Man United and joining Real Betis has been the best decision he's ever made.
he probably let's see. Hopefully, Betis buys him.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if they can afford
Oh, I
because
thought that they already bought him, but I think he's just on a loan, right?
he's just on loan for the rest of the season. But yeah, yes, turn it around. Oh my goodness, like some players do turn it around, but not. But Anthony's just a more recent one.
I mean, that's what's happened to a lot of Chivas players too. Like in Chivas, they do so bad, but they join a different club and they're literally in their prime.
That's true. And you know what? Yeah, exactly. And you know what? And you know what, Chivas? Oh my goodness, bro, they're such a huge mess. They,
Yeah,
I just don't know what to say about them. But yeah, they are just in the mud. Like they are completely shit, obviously, and they can't even
true.
qualify. And yes, and speaking of the New York Red Bulls, which, like I said, destroyed LA Galaxy, they do play them in the League Cup apparently with that new format.
Jeez. If New York Red Bulls could score 7 goals against LA Galaxy, imagine how much they could score against Chivas.
Yeah, let's see how much and it's and and yes and yes and then like so yes, and I think they also have Charlotte and Cincinnati in that as well, which is
Voting
crazy.
for America.
But
Right
not
now, Pachuca's been applying a lot of pressure on America.
they're still alive up high pressure, especially that Rondon guy,
Yeah,
Venezuela,
yeah.
as always.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I thought he was from Panama for a second. Like, for a second, I thought he was from Panama, but he's actually not. He's from Venezuela. With Venezuela, recently I think they've been quite decent, but they're not the biggest international club in the CONMEBOL. Brazil's falling off, but I don't know if Ancelotti is actually going to fix that.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks like he might be the favorites. I have some doubts because how poor he's been with Real Madrid this season, and then we'll see what he does tomorrow because he just doesn't have tactics. But even though that idiot, yes, that guy that just got fired for Brazil, right? David All
yeah,
Jr. Guess what? He has a new job already. Guess where
that's
he's
crazy.
coaching?
Where
He's coaching Corinthians now, and
that,
so far that's what I expected. Harambe mid, they lost today, 2-1.
that's
I
crazy.
know it. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
What do
but
you
it's
think about
because to
it?
coach um an international team, like you really have to know literally everything because in international events like the World Cup, you can't like make mistakes. Everything you have to do has to be carefully calculated.
That's true. But yeah, but yeah, a lot has happened between,
Yeah,
but still, as they're trying to twist the words. But yeah, I don't get it. Like how is Chivas supposed to be this big club? If you look at it, they all even. I know, of course, Liga Becky sides never won the Libertadores and they're no longer in it. But I mean, fine, they were competing back then. But
yeah,
but but here's the thing: they never won as much international titles as much as America or Cruz Azul.
yeah.
That's
Because America, they've always competed, even when they play against bigger clubs. Like America does their best. Like remember back in 2022 when they had three international friendlies in the summer. Like the first game, I believe, was against Chelsea. The second game against Man City,
oh
and
yeah,
the
the
third game against
2022
Real Madrid.
preseason. Yes, they lost 2-1 to both Man City, Chelsea. They did drew 2-2 in San Francisco
Against
against
Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid.
And it's crazy because Real Madrid was using like most of their starting lineup.
And yeah, I think so. Apparently, I mean, I don't know if Vinny did play, but I think Benzema did play, and Benzema
Yeah, yeah.
was
Benzema
still
played.
captain. He was still
Vinicius
captain,
played.
and there.
I think the only sub there was the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think it was Andre Looney, their second goalkeeper, who probably won't play tomorrow anyways. Because
Yeah,
Courtois fine. Yeah, the
yeah,
2-2 draw. Hazard played. He scored for Lago de Pen.
yeah,
Vinny played. They still had Asensio, Tony Cruz, Casemiro. But yeah, some
yeah.
of them are no longer here. Asensio's at PSG. Casemiro
That's
at
the was
United.
at Man United. Yeah,
Tony Cruz retired. Benzema went to Saudi. And I have no idea why they keep starting Lucas Vasquez at right back. Even though he's not a right back, he's a right winger slash right wing back or something.
yeah.
Midfielder, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what a bad pass by Eric Sanchez.
Was that
A
fourth?
beautiful recovery by Eric Sanchez. But I feel like Pachuca's goalkeeper in the Wednesday's game should have been booked with a red card, even though Henry Martin was offside.
So fair enough. All right.
What a foul, and that's gonna be a booking, I believe, against going to book number 8. Yeah, they're booking number 8 for Pachuca after a foul he committed on Victor Davila. Pachuca in this game, they've been committing a lot of fouls.
That's true. They bid, and then look, they do keep up their game when it's Club America.
Yeah, but in the first leg on Wednesday, America was way superior because
They were
Pachuca
dominating.
only had one shot on target, while America, I believe, had 11 shots and 8 total on target.
Eighth on target, which is crazy. You guys were the
Nice, Kevin
worst.
Alvarez. ball goes out for
And you want to know something?
America. Huh?
Oh, and then in Pachuca, sometimes they do the ridiculous on purpose, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, not just against Chivas, but including scoring an own goal for fun. Apparently, it does not surprise me. But they want to show their best against America.
Yeah. All right. It's a corner, and Fidalgo's going to cross it in. I'm surprised they're not taking a short corner. Actually, I was wrong. Come on, Sanchez, shoot! Good crossing, Fidalgo didn't get to the ball, and it's America's playing back to Malagon. Bro, Malagon is so goated.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely doing so well. What a goalkeeper! What a Portero!
For real, I don't know why Man United doesn't sign him. Or a
Like,
big
yeah, why? If he is better, Andre Onana is falling off a cliff, and then Somerville replaced him, and then he keeps doing Inter's job in the right way. Because look at you remember Inter Milan's goalkeeper Somerville, Andre Onana's replacement, right? He
Yeah,
look at how many big saves.
yeah, Sommer did so many amazing saves against Barcelona that I was genuinely shocked. Like, I know that Sommer's a really good goalkeeper, but the way he blocked almost every shot against Barca was just insane to me.
It's insane. He knew that he had to be perfect to beat Barcelona, because Barcelona, they probably did deserve to go to the final, but so is Inter, both teams. But
Yeah,
they had to
because
win the semis because of
yeah,
how.
because when Hansi Flick joined Barca, like Barca was literally the favorite. Like everyone in the world was saying, "Oh, Barca's going to win the Champions League."
Because some people were where I even thought they probably could do it, but Inter Milan, they just caught the high line pretty well. And I
Yeah,
get Barcelona are still learning with some experienced players, unexperienced players, but they're trying to learn.
yeah,
This is a young team, but they and then even though there is problems with Ronda Araujo, it looks like apparently Araujo they extended his contract for nothing. It looks like, because he isn't playing
yeah.
as often. Like, what's going on with Araujo?
I mean, almost every Araujo is bad in my opinion, especially Nestor Araujo, which is just a terrible defender for Club America. I'm pretty sure this is his last season with them too. And then Julian Araujo, which
Oh,
I don't even hear of him anymore, honestly.
I think Julian Araujo. I think he played today. I think he got subbed off for Bournemouth. I think they lost 1-0 to Aston Villa, the
Yeah,
1982 Champions League winners. That explained.
yeah,
I think they lost 1-0. But it wasn't. And Villa managed to hold on. It was an Olin Watkins late goal in the first half before going
yeah,
into halftime. So if Bournemouth didn't let the goal go in, it probably would have ended 0-0.
true.
But yeah,
Nice Malagon.
yeah.
And I just said nice Malagon because
Oh
a
man, it's me.
Pachuca player, he shot it. Alex Hale, he shot it straight to Malagon, but Malagon kept his arms to where the ball couldn't go in between his legs, and that's why I told him that that was a good save.
Very experienced.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I know this is very controversial, but I feel like Carlos Acevedo is a pretty overrated goalkeeper.
Wait, who?
Carlos Acevedo, the goalkeeper for Santos. Come on, Henry. All right, that's a foul. At least to me, at least that was supposed to be a foul, but the ref says play on and now, but Chuko's looking for a counter attack.
And they're still playing well, even despite going down 10 men.
Yeah.
todos sabíamos que a Henry Martín no
Even though yes
menos cuando no tenías
even though yes, all the Arajos are not doing that good. Okay, maybe not Julian because just came back from injury, but the two Arajos, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
But
bro.
Ronald, but
Just
Ronald,
thinking about Nestor Araujo just makes me mad, especially because of him. It was that we lost against Cruz Azul because all he had to do was jump in that crossing.
man mark, but he doesn't want to do that. He can't do that.
Yeah, and he's really tall. He should have just jumped and avoided that header, but things happen, and we're coming for the CONCACAF Champions Cup next year, which is
Yeah, I
what I
think
hope.
so. I don't apparently I don't even think Messi stays with Inter Miami. I mean, I heard rumors that they're trying to extend his contract, but apparently he's a mix of things. He says he doesn't know.
Yeah,
Because I know there's the World Cup. Do you think he extends his contract or do you think he goes back to Argentina? I don't think he retires just yet because of the World
yeah.
Cup.
I mean, I don't see him going back to Europe, especially because I feel like he's past his prime. If I have to be completely honest,
Do you think he stays with Inter Miami or goes to Argentina for probably 1 year before he retires and plays one
I
more
mean,
World?
he's never played in an Argentine league. Like he's always played in Europe, and he
He's
came
always playing
to
top.
Miami because I guess the money was good.
Because if he stays, like, okay, Inter Miami, well, Javier Machadano isn't doing good.
Yeah,
But still, I even thought Miami would possibly win the Champions Cup after they lost them one today. I thought they would win it this year, or I thought we would have a Miami America final.
yeah, that's what I was expecting too.
A
I
lot
was
of it.
expecting that too.
But no, we're gonna have Cruz Azul Vancouver final instead, which no one
That's
expected.
that's the wildest and craziest final probably in the history of the CONCACAF. Like
Yeah,
nobody expected. Like we all know. Well, out of both teams, I think we mainly expected for Cruz Azul to like advance farther.
further, yeah, possibly
But
semis for
for
Vancouver.
Vancouver, like nobody expected that. I feel like they're like the 2022 Real Madrid from the Champions League, where they literally got lucky getting into the final.
And then the only reason why because they drew twice away 2-2
Yeah,
because the away goal record. They still don't have a Champions Cup CONCACAF.
yeah.
That's
America's
why.
making three substitutions. Kevin Alvarez being subbed out for Alan Cervantes.
So, all
Henry,
right, but
Mar- Henry Martinez being subbed out for Rodrigo Aguirre. And Christian Borges subbed out. It's being subbed out for Chicote Calderon.
all right, but I will say this. Even though let me say this.
Oh,
Even though
Buffalo got a haircut. I think he got a fade or something.
who?
Buffalo Aguirre,
Oh really?
he got a new haircut.
I see he's coming on. Did he shave off something a bit?
Yeah,
Nice.
he doesn't look like a
Oh.
Buffalo anymore.
Oh, I see him. Coming on as these come off. But yeah, but yeah, but yeah, so what I was about to say, but yeah, by the way,
Nice, nice, crossing, jumping, Davila, no way! But there was a foul by Davila. Bro, no way, Aguirre went for the shot instead of going for a crossing for Davila, and it's a booking for Davila. I wish I could just show the. Actually, no, he wasn't going to be able to make. He wasn't going to be able to make the pass. But what a beautiful play by America. They're playing on the counter attack.
mm-hmm.
When Davila was going for the shot inside, he accidentally slide tackled one of Pachuca's defender. Uh, he got booked.
Yeah. And then and speaking of you, like I said, I brought up El Clasico. Yes, the
Yeah.
game is around 7:15 a.m. So I don't know if you're gonna watch that because time zone. It's gonna be early, 7:15.
I don't have ESPN.
You don't have
I'm
ESPN?
a mainly just use Spot Mob or like some or find like a YouTuber who at least is doing commentary for it. Or if not, I'm gonna do what I usually do, and that is go to Barca's like YouTube channel and then
Wait,
just like watch
here
them.
it. Yeah. They do have a comment. They do a live watch along. Oh,
Yeah,
is that John Candy warming up for
yeah,
Pachuca, right? Because
yeah,
remember, they bought him from Fluminense.
yeah,
In Fluminense, they don't play till tomorrow, and they play against Atlético Mineiro in Brazil. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm surprised John Candy came to Pachuca from Fluminense.
yeah. And they call him El Presidente, bro.
That's crazy. And Fluminense's biggest rivals, we all know, is Flamengo.
Yeah, Pachuca's on the counterattack, but there was an offside.
Oh. But yeah, people, like I said, the Chivas Club America, rivalry at this point, it's not even the true rivalry of Mexico. They want to compare this to Barcelona, Real Madrid, and they try to treat Cruz Azul as Atletico Madrid of Mexico. But numbers, but the trophies they won doesn't say it all. All right, yes, the distance feels like it because Cruz Azul and Club America are in the same city. Chivas, we all know Guadalajara, like Barcelona to Madrid.
Yeah,
Fair enough, but here's the thing: Chivas only have 2 Champions Cup. Like I said, they're not a bigger club than Cruz Azul.
yeah. At least not at this moment. Like, if we go back to the 2010s, then yes, the rivalry was a lot more. Come on, come on,
2010, yeah,
no way.
that they missed.
It was almost an own goal by Cruz Azul. Had Davila actually like lifted his foot a little bit more, that would have gone in. But bro, America so close to the third goal.
Basically, the third goal probably wouldn't have been from open play because he didn't got the touch to it.
Yeah, he did.
And I know some people say
Davila did tap it in.
Even
it
though
was almost an own goal.
I will say this, some people say that relying on own goals is lazy.
I mean, Barca did that for like 2 games and it got them well. It did them well. I mean,
do you know who's been relying on own goals recently as well? I probably wouldn't surprise you, AC Milan. Especially Rafael Leao. He doesn't want to put it in the back of the net. He wants to get an assist for an own goals. I have no idea why. I don't know if because of selfish reasons. I have no idea. But yeah, he smiles. I have no idea why. Yeah, Milan especially for the own goals.
Boy, Pachuca's on the attack! Post! That's scary.
And they're still playing that well. They're still on good form. You kidding me?
I'm telling you, when Pachuca plays against America, it's a whole different story. But when they play against Chivas or some smaller clubs,
they pulled their legs.
Pachuca's actually a big club.
Of course, I rate Pachuca. Pachuca, in my opinion, shouldn't they be bigger than Chivas? Fine. Liga MX wise, maybe not as much, but Champions Cup.
Yeah.
And technically, the Champions Cup is our version of the Champions League. And then remember, some of these Chivas delusional fans think they are the Real Madrid and Manchester United of Mexico. And
They're
and you
clearly
still have a
not.
lot of people believing that in Mexico, even though they only have 2 Champions Cup. America
Yeah,
have
that
7.
has
Cruz Azul
7.
have
Yeah,
6. And I
Cruz
think
Azul has 6. Yeah,
Monterrey, I think they have 4. I think
set it
Monterrey
out.
has 4
That's,
Champions Cup.
yeah,
They can't even do well. And Chivas, they won't participate in the Champions Cup next year.
yeah.
But yeah, next year,
Honestly, don't understand how they qualified for last year's. It's
I think
probably because they got to the final against Monterrey. No, wait, against
semifinal, I think they qualified.
yeah, I believe so.
La posibilidad de que los formaran mal parados por una tarjeta amarilla. Hace rato nombraste a Reyes, Cachito. Creo que ha sido uno de los jugadores
But yeah, Toluca has 2 Champions Cups. In my opinion, Toluca, yes, Toluca might be short a few trophies, but they're not that far behind. Like they just want to make Chivas as the biggest club. Pachuca,
Yeah,
Monterrey, even Pumas, I think has 1 more Champions Cup than Chivas. Because
that's
apparently they said they
crazy.
won 3. You're
That's
kidding.
crazy.
And we all want to mock Pumas, but yet they actually have football heritage. They actually have 3 Champions Cups.
Yeah, and the last Champions Cup final that Pumas has been a part of was in 2022, where they lost 5-2 in the Gregory against Seattle Sounders,
Seattle Sounders, yeah.
where they drew 2-2 in Ciudad Universitaria and lost 3-0 in Seattle.
Ridiculous. Crazy. But yeah, Cruz Azul has the opportunity to tie the Champions Cup. Will you be doing a watch along or like a hate along for it?
You don't know. What? I mean, I respect Cruz Azul. I feel like
I mean, I
my
don't.
respect for Cruz Azul has gone like up, especially after these years. And there's no wait, I believe there was an upside, yeah, upside by Buffalo.
Oh, but go ahead.
But
Yeah,
it depends on the day. Like if it's on the
it's
day
on
when
June 1st. June 1st after the Champions League final, the day after.
then I might do it. If not, then I'll just be updating on the scoreline. Cause now for the rest of this month, they confirmed for the soccer team where like I practice that instead of practicing Mondays and Wednesdays, now it's Wednesdays and Fridays. So I might start uploading videos instead of Fridays on Mondays, or I'm I must still upload the series on Fridays, but they're going to be at a later time. But I think I'm gonna do that second option where I'm just going to record like right after I finish with my soccer practice. Going for Club America. Honestly, I don't know why America aren't going for the third goal. Like they've had opportunities to do so, but Pachuca just really well at defending, even though they're down one player. Pachuca, they're literally doing what Rayados couldn't do earlier, which was take advantage of having one less player.
Oh, John Kennedy's coming up, right?
I believe so. Oh, I think he's already on the pitch and America's back on the attack. Come on, center half. Make a triple. Make a triple. Make a triple. And it's a save.
Oh, yeah, because he already scored twice for them.
Yeah.
And he's looking to score a hat trick, you mean? He's looking for a hat trick if he can.
Third cross in. Come on, Goofball. Oh, never mind. He lost the ball. Fidalgo. What a no! I thought that went in, but it barely went outside. I was about to say, and it's a third goal for Club America, but it isn't. Woo! What a game. Pachuca is doing really well. But
Oh, that looked
America,
like first leg.
America, I think America right now they're just playing on the counterattack. They're relying on counterattack.
But yeah, this game we have 10 minutes left. But yeah, you will be doing the semifinals most likely against Cruz Azul, right?
Yeah,
On Wednesday. I mean, it
yeah,
depends. I think it's either going to be on Wednesday or on a Thursday.
yeah. John Kennedy is subbed in. Come
Yeah, yeah,
on.
yeah.
Okay, that's a yellow. Red, red. That's a
Arbito.
foul. That was a clear foul, and the ref says play on. No way.
No, that's crazy. But yeah, it depends. The game will either be on a Thursday or on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
The Cruz Azul America semis
I honestly would prefer them if they play
and Saturday,
on a
Sunday.
Wednesday. Yeah. Wait, actually, I think that Pachuca player had touched the ball first before making contact with um Eric Sanchez.
But yeah, I'm aware that Universión, yeah, there's Waterman. But yeah, Universión, they're reminding us the Champions League logo. PSG and
Yeah,
Milan final on Universión and Tudane.
yeah, but I think, as I said, I think Inter is winning it. I mean, they literally beat the best version of Barcelona in God knows how long.
Basically, I wouldn't say the best of 2015, like the best of. I wouldn't.
Oh no, 2015 Barcelona is on another
That's
level. But I
another
meant
level.
that like it's been a while since Barca had like a really good team.
Basically, maybe 2016 was close.
But yeah,
Basically, the following season of that
yeah,
Barcelona, or maybe close to that,
freaking they play from
2017.
Pachuca.
They have not conceded 3 goals or more against America.
Yeah,
That's the thing about Pachuca. But yeah, it's already past 10. But yeah, you know what? I know. Like I said, I'm from North. Yes. Of course, we're both from California.
yeah,
But here's the thing: you live in Southern California. I live in Northern California.
yeah.
And honestly, in
Not
my opinion,
not too far away from each other, but it's still a pretty good distance.
yeah, because we all know the geo distance. Even though the U.S. is massive, obviously, so
It is.
So, but California, we all know it already feels long. But I know
Uh,
for European countries,
boy,
it's
your
small.
dream, man.
But here's the thing: you know what? Of course, I prefer LA over the Bay Area. Of course, I prefer LA over the Bay Area because it's a lot closer to Mexico. That's where
Yeah,
most Mexicans lives.
yeah,
It's just stronger there, the culture. But here's the
yeah.
thing: my mom just loves the Bay Area for some reason. I like LA more, honestly.
I mean, I've never been to the Bay Area, but what's it called?
I
Oh,
like.
oh, oh! I thought Nestor Araujo was being subbed in, but it's Espinosa. I was about to be so scared, but America is putting it. I believe Espinosa's I I don't know if he's a defender or if he's a midfielder, but I think
Oh
now
my
America's just going to play. They're just going to play.
counter or park the bus. Okay, fair enough. All right. Even though
Huh? Come on, come on, come on! Get to the ball! Oh, too far, too far, too far. All right, go ahead.
All right, but I will say this. Even in Central California, like when you go to the Bay Area, I'm going too. Basically, you get even some of these, not just farmland communities, but that's where even the big Mexican population is also at too. Central California,
Yeah, because I think California is the thing with the most like Latinos.
of course, by far. But Southern California, Central America is just a lot. It's just super strong the culture. Northern
Yeah,
California, not as much. Of course, it's mix of I mean, it's a mix of Latinos, but more of Asian and obviously Europeans by
yeah,
far. And of
yeah,
course, I prefer LA, not because it's just a lot closer to not only Mexico. I just feel it more home to me at my heart. That's why. And plus, I like LA's weather and Central
yeah,
California's weather.
yeah. The only main problem I have with California
Southern California, yeah,
are they're just the prices. Like
yeah. California,
over here,
obviously.
it's more expensive compared
Yes,
to
obviously,
other
both LA and the Bay
states.
Area
Yeah,
both LA and the Bay Area are just as expensive.
yeah. I think that they might have to be subbed out. I think this country kind of gave up on him.
But yeah, I just okay. I even prefer Phoenix, Arizona over the Bay Area, honestly. I don't care about the heat. Yes, it does get hot as hell, but I just like Phoenix, Arizona a lot more than the Bay Area. I just feel more.
Bro, bro, guess who just subbed in?
Oh God, Arajo
No,
or who?
Diego
Oh,
Valdez.
oh, he's brought on. Oh, I see.
That's crazy.
Even though it's late, so probably won't matter.
Yeah, but he scored 2 goals in this game. Thank you. Thank you, Sendejas. If it weren't for Sendejas, I don't know where we would have been in this game. And now Pachuca's back on the attack, 88 minutes. Pachuca's time is running up. Uy, Chico to get to that. Nice. Nice, Malagón. Directly at the keeper. Come on,
E-
Diego.
Even though, all right. Even though, oh my goodness. You remember Charlie Rodriguez, right?
Oh, yeah.
He plays for where does he play? Cruz Azul or who is it?
I
Or is
think I think he
no,
played for Monterrey.
or Monterrey? Yes, I meant to say oh my goodness, bro! Like how overrated he was. Oh, apparently, right? Like, do you rate him?
I don't think so.
Do you?
Corner kick for America.
But yeah, do you rate him or not?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
Oh my! Because I know there were like some things like people were trying to make up about him.
Uh, Hidalgo is going to send in the clock, or they might play a short corner. I think if America wants to look really good in the semifinals, they have to destroy Pachuca. At least 3-0.
Yeah, because Cruz Azul, they even though America will have an extra day of rest, they will.
Yeah. Goal kick in favor of Pachuca. 90 minutes, and they haven't confirmed the added time yet.
Yeah, that's true because okay. Oh, I see. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should have the announcements by tomorrow night or Monday about what
Or
time.
2 minutes are added to the game.
Oh, just 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Just two.
Shocking. Yeah, just 2 minutes.
Well, there's an
I expected at least 4 minutes
yeah,
by
4 minutes
minimum.
I expected, but that's weird because they just don't do this when when it matters.
Yeah,
I mean, sure, not a lot, but it could have been a little bit more. So does that mean you're gonna end the stream after this?
yeah.
Because if you don't
Guys, come
mind,
on. America's looking for the third goal. Come on,
okay.
Cervantes. Diego Valdez for Fidalgo. Come on. They're asking for handball. Russia's penalty.
Ref says
Penalty
penalty.
for Club America.
Yep. Let me. Is it a handball, a falta, or foul? I mean, let me see the
They're,
replay.
they're
Because
asking.
I'm.
They're asking for a handball.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Is it confirmed, or will they have a double look?
Oh yeah, that's a handball. That's a
It's
handball.
over.
That's clear as day, bro.
It's penalty.
The ball hit him right here. That's a clear handball right there. America, if they destroy Pachuca, bro, that's going to be the craziest thing to ever happen in
They'll
this
finally score
quarterfinal.
3. Who's gonna take it then?
Rodrigo Aguirre is gonna take
He
it.
wants a goal. I see. All right then. But yeah, we'll see what Cruz Azul do. I want to see that rivalry. You're hoping the game. You're hoping that you could do a watch along on Wednesday or Thursday, right?
Yeah. All right.
I,
The ref has already confirmed that after this penalty, that it's going to be the very last play of the game.
so we'll be game over. So let's see if he gets.
Come on, Buffalo.
This game is
Make it
over.
three. Make it three, Buffalo. No. Crossbar.
He missed it. Well, it won't matter. It's just unlucky from him.
Crossbar, but the match officially ends. Club America 2, Pachuca 0.
Hold
Rodrigo,
on.
you had that third goal.
Hold
You
on,
shot it
Johnny.
straight to the middle. Yeah?
Before you end the stream, can you go like a minute or two? I gotta say this
Yeah.
to talk about the match, if you don't mind giving 2 minutes or 3.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what these people deserve, and it's a review.
Yeah, or how long is the review gonna be for your opinion?
I mean, if you want, we can do like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess we'll do 5 minutes, and then but but yeah, and in case if I want to mention something else real quick, but yeah, Club America 2, Pachuca nil. They got the job done. What's needed? Pachuca, they still played well in my opinion. They were still looking for the attack, and obviously
Yeah,
America did enough.
even with one less player, like Pachuca played really well.
They played even better in my opinion, I think.
True.
But they haven't scored this time. You locked them up. You locked them up pretty well for 180 minutes.
True.
Can you say locked up?
Locked up.
Basically,
Bro,
yeah.
you know what would be crazy? If Tigres and Cruz Azul also advanced, because that would mean that the top 4 teams are actually the ones that are going to go up against each other.
Yeah, I'm convinced Tigres and Cruz Azul, they're the favorites to advance tomorrow. I'm convinced.
Oh, you'll say Tigres? I think Necaxa, bro.
Unless Necaxa, I mean,
Necaxa, like they've had a pretty strong season.
that's true. But I think it probably ends it because Tigres, they'll probably find a way and win 1-0. I'm convinced. Unless there's probably a red card that has to change the game.
True,
Here's
but
the
I'm
thing,
gonna be honest, Guido Pizarro, what happens is he lacks experience, and that's the problem with Tigres right now. Like Tigres, historically, they have been a good team, but it's mainly because of El Tuca Ferretti. Like from the 2010s, like his Tigres would win almost everything.
Oh yeah, I was I was obviously a lot younger, but yeah, I don't know if this will be Almada's last game for Pachuca. By the way, which I need to call this. I need to mention that
Oh yeah,
because
I heard that there are rumors that he's going to Guadalajara.
I heard something like that, but I don't know. But like, oh my goodness, well, like I don't know if he should waste his time. Like, do you believe Almada would succeed at Chivas?
I mean, he's a good he's a good coach in my opinion.
Yes.
And I think he would bring out like the best out of Guadalajara. But I don't know, dude,
What
because
to
for
say?
him
Yeah.
to actually do well with Chivas, like he has to he has to take this team seriously, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Univision and Turan are doing the reminder for the Champions League May 31st. So yeah, real quick before we talk about the game, who do you think is? I forgot to ask you this, if you don't mind. Who do
Uh-huh.
you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or now since Barcelona are out?
Oh,
That's the thing.
wait. I think, and I'm gonna try to be unbiased with like y'all, but I think it's either going to be Rafinha or Lamine Yamal.
Still, even if Barcelona is out,
I mean, Lautaro Martinez has a chance to, or
that's
Ousmane
true.
Dembele too, but I think Barca's worst nightmare is if Dembele like ends up winning a Ballon d'Or, or in fact him winning the Champions League.
Winning the Champions League, yes, because PSG are looking to win the treble. They got a cup game before the cup
Yeah,
final before they play Inter Milan, and Inter Milan are trying to chase Napoli for the Scudetto, the
yeah,
Italian league, as they're trying to finish off. And obviously, Inter Milan is AC Milan's biggest rivals.
yeah.
But let's be fair. You know what? I will say this before we talk about this game real quick.
Uh huh.
I forgot to point this out. Um, in my opinion, if I have to go with something, I'm convinced that if it all goes true, we have I guess a okay Champions League final, and we also have a Clown Classico final in the Europa League between Tottenham and United, because both of them have been shit idiots, bunch of scumbags of the
That
scum.
is true. That is true. And as a Manchester United, like, I mean, as a Manchester United fan, like, it just hurts. Like that, like what you're literally saying right now, like, it's act,
Yeah,
it's actually very factual.
yeah, because how shit they've been in the Premier League.
Yeah. And I think right now Man United's in 15th place. Oh yeah, they are. That is not a good thing at all. So
Yeah, and
Man United is barely above Tottenham
that's why people are making
by
memes about it.
1 point.
People are making memes about it and making fun of this and clowning them. And then, in my opinion, United has to win the Europa League because you know the history of Tottenham.
I mean, the closest they've been to winning it was back in 2023 against Sevilla. Or was it 2000? Yeah, it was 2023 because
Yeah,
that's the
they
year
they got
where
knocked out in the quarterfinals. They had not
I
Brighton.
think I think they had Barcelona in like the
They had
semifinals.
Barcelona.
Like,
Fun fact: they actually played Betis in the round of 16, and and by the way, they could have gotten a Sevilla derby in the quarterfinals, but United were in the way, and Sevilla knocked them out.
yeah.
But they
So as
knocked
you
out the
can see
rival
here,
Betis.
Liverpool, they already won the Premier
The
League.
Premier League, that's over. It won't matter to them. Liverpool, they play Arsenal, but they're just going to have an off day if they wanted to, unless Mohamed Salah wants to bag in for himself.
Yeah, and
That's about it.
speaking also about like teams coming back, Man City's actually like I don't know what's going on with them right now.
Oh, they
They're
drew the worst team today.
I
They
know, bro.
drew
It's all
0-0 with South freaking
Southampton.
Hampton.
Yeah,
You freaking kidding me? Southampton, the worst Premier League team that's supposed to be MLS is slightly lower level. Does that mean you're losing to Inter Miami? Oh my goodness! If they had to play,
that's insane.
that's
And I saw too. I saw the highlights because Telemundo like
yeah, Telemundo.
They are,
Telemundo didn't even broadcast the game. They just used they didn't even broadcast the game. They just used no commentary, even though they're wasting licenses, like I said.
yeah, dude. I honestly get mad when like Telemundo does that because for most Man United games, that's actually what they do. Like
They'll,
in games
they'll
that they don't broadcast, they just don't put the commentary.
This is why Telemundo shouldn't even get these rights in the first place because they're connected to NBC. This is why Televisa is better. TUDN is better than
Yeah,
them. Look at
and I,
TUDN. They're just doing so much better, especially they have Champions League and all those rights compared to Telemundo. Telemundo is being carried by the World Cup as well. That's why.
true. Because
And
back then, I believe it was Univision and like TUDN who would,
who have the rights.
yeah.
And
And then I think
TUDN,
starting 2018, that's when they began having the rights for the World Cup.
yeah, this is why I hope they bring them back there because it's honestly, I Telemundo they're not serious. I knew this. I'm gonna make a stream about it eventually because I just had enough. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
what's crazy is that like Newcastle's kind of making a comeback too. They're in fourth place, which
yeah,
means that they
tomorrow,
will qualify for the next UEFA Champions League.
yeah, tomorrow Newcastle plays Chelsea, but it's gonna
That's
be a super early
crazy.
kickoff. The game is literally in just less than 6 hours away. So it's at 4 a.m.
That's gonna that's actually going to be a very interesting match because the
Yeah, they
winner
both.
from either one of these two will go to third place. Meaning if Chelsea wins, they're sending Newcastle to fifth and Man City to fourth. And if Newcastle wins, they're sending Man City to fourth and
And
Chelsea
if
sticks at fifth.
they draw, then they only move by point.
Yeah,
And but yeah, that's interesting. And then obviously the Arsenal Liverpool, and then the El Clasico game. So
yeah.
you know what? And then apparently I forgot to mention this. Um can I know and I need to mention this. I need to talk about Bilbao real quick.
Oh yeah, they got absolutely destroyed by Man United.
In my opinion, they I will say this: if Inter Milan wins the Champions League, and I think we're gonna have an Inter Milan United Super Cup final. Inter Milan are not giving United those chances like Bilbao are. They're
Bro,
not.
you're watch. I'm so sad to say this as a United fan, but the way
They'll give,
I see it is that Inter Milan is going to mop the floor with with Man United.
yeah, because
If Man United ends up winning.
if they could beat Barcelona at the stone of the teeth, of course they're going to be United. They're not going to give them those chances. They're going to lock up every single attacker, and they're absolutely going to mop the floor, like you said. Boom.
Yeah,
And then speaking of Bilbao, you want to know what's ridiculous?
yeah,
Unfortunately, you know Bilbao, they have just like Chivas, they only have a Basque only policy, right?
yeah,
And then Bilbao, they just had a game against Real Sociedad, right? Which is
yeah.
supposed to be their rival. It's called the Derby Vasco, but you know what? You want to know something about that, right? That game? It's not a
Uh-huh,
rivalry. It's just a friendly, vibes. You want to know why?
huh.
Because they're supposed to be from the same region. They're not part of Spain and all that. There's just some things. I forgot to bring that up real quick. But yeah, but guess what? That game was boring as hell. It ended 0-0. Even the Club America Cruz Azul's 0-0 draws were more entertaining than that. And that was
That's
last
true.
Sunday.
Brian, you're actually right. Valencia went from being in last all the way to 10th. That's crazy.
Yeah, Valencia, they're cooking. They want Europe. They're moving fast. And they
That
know they
is
gotta
true.
they gotta win every single game. And Valencia, they got Betis on the last day, by the way, away.
Damn.
But I will say this: the Vasco Derby, that's a fake one. I'm not falling for that. So all right, yes, and you know what? I guess we could talk about the match. Obviously, like I said, America needed what they needed to do. Just
they they did what they had to do, but
they had to do.
they could have done more. They could
They
have
could
done
have
more. Is
done
what I'm
more.
say, yeah.
especially some chances who and especially the pen at then with Buffalo, all because he's all because did a haircut curse him or what? Is that the reason?
I'm not sure, but I think today, instead of just celebrating Mother's Day, we should celebrate Harry freaking Kane finally winning his first trophy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Congratulations, like I said, even though he won it last week, but today and this was
The
supposed
curse has been broken.
it has been cursed. I doubt even Tottenham would break that curse against United.
For
I
real. All we need is now for Heung-min Son to actually exit Tottenham and actually win a trophy. Because
yeah.
that guy's got talent, just that he's not where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, because Tottenham are filled with a bunch of bottlers, and they're supposed to be, the nicer version of Arsenal with not being delusional as their fan base. But there's still some ridiculousm. They're not serious. And then basically yes, so that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, one more thing real quick. Two things. The like I said, real quick before I talk about the possibly Cruz Azul Club America rivalry. The fake Vasco derby, they want to call it like Derby Vasco all because they're from the Basque. In my opinion, the real Vasco derby is located in Brazil, bro. Between Flamengo and Vasco, Clásico dos Millones. That's the real one, not this. Where this
That's
is
crazy.
fake, and then they don't even want to be Spanish. Like it just makes no sense. Like
for real, it's like if America Chivas, if they call it El Clásico, even though the real El Clásico is Barca Real Madrid.
Barca Real Madrid, I would even take River Boca. That's still not at least a huge rival. It still makes sense. True. I understand for River Boca. Flamengo, Vasco, Palmeiras, Corinthians, Chivas America, not anymore. Nah.
Yeah.
And the Club America's real rival should be Cruz Azul. Chivas are just probably using it as a fake big club like Arsenal. I mean, not like Arsenal, like a mix, something like that. Yeah. Even though if you look at their stat numbers, they're not that big as people say.
Yeah, because I know internationally, even Hugo Lloris confirmed this, like when he was doing the press conference where they revealed to him that LAFC will be facing Club America. He says that internationally, that people know who Club America is, and honestly, that's like a huge. That's like a huge. Yeah, that's a huge compliment, especially because. Like in Spain, they know who Club America is. In
a little bit, yeah.
Italy, I'm pretty sure they know who Club America is. And it's just like a huge honor that America has.
And in England, they should know this more often. It's because, I mean, sure, Liga MX isn't televised worldwide enough, which they should. Same thing with the Brazilian League.
Yeah.
Because, of course, because of how competitive this is. Both leagues are. In my opinion, the Brazilian League is number one. Liga MX is second best league in the Americas. They're ahead of MLS, Liga Argentina, and all that. And but people do know River and Boca, obviously, because of the stories and the wonder kids they bought on from them to Europe.
Yeah.
I hope they do this Club America. But yeah, this is why I will say this. I hope we get a Clásico Hoban. Please.
Yeah.
Because and then I think since America finished higher, I think Cruz Azul is hosting the first leg, and America will have the advantage of the draws.
So but America has to be careful because
Cruz Azul
is not easy, especially like after the elimination from the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Like what I like about America is that they didn't let that like loss like affect them. Like they just took it as like, okay, we got eliminated. We can always try next year. Let's just focus on the Tetra Campeonato and also in the possible entry to the FIFA Club World Cup of this year.
Possibly, which I will make a video about it. So yeah, and by the way, quick mention, by the way, I'm about to get monetized very soon because I think I'm almost there, like I said. The watch out.
Nice. Because right now, like I checked in like my YouTube studio, and I believe right now I currently have like 1,400 and something like watch hours.
All
And
right.
and now that I'm at over 500 subs, what I plan to do is I want to start like selling merch, and I want to start like not designing, but like just drawing out like how I want the merch to be and all that.
All right, and then but yeah, Cruz Azul, yeah, Leon, even if James Rodriguez, I don't think he's even available for the second leg because of the straight red card. Because remember on the last day against Monterrey, he got a straight red card. James Rodriguez,
Yeah,
you saw that, right?
yeah.
Or heard about that? I don't even think. Yeah,
I
it's
think
over
I
for
saw it.
Leon. It's over for Leon.
Yeah.
It's over. I
It's
mean,
cause like what happened to them, like I understand why they're mad. I mean, if I were like Leon's like main how do I call it? Their main manager, I would be pretty upset too, but at the same time I would be like, okay, it's multi property, which is something that FIFA wants to avoid.
but are they
And
doing it right?
yeah,
That's
and they just have to focus on the league. Like I understand they're still upset, and of course, as always, they're blaming America for it when
well,
America
blame
had nothing to
America,
do with it. Like
and some
a
Leon
lot,
fans are also. I think they're also blaming Inter Miami because of how
yeah,
the fuck they're invited. They even went as far as blaming PSG as well, which I don't blame
true.
them. Because
I
having
mean, Chelsea's in it too, which is
Chelsea won the
crazy.
Champions League. That's why in 2021.
Oh yeah, huh? Against Man City, I
Man
completely
City, yeah,
forgot. Yeah,
Man
I forgot
City,
about that
and
final.
Man City beat Inter Milan, who we all know Inter Milan has to fight PSG this.
Bro, but Lukaku sold in that final though.
And Lukaku's no longer there. He's at Napoli, trying to win the Scudetto with Conte. He's looking for the trophy.
Yeah.
And then who else for Cruz Azul they got Mateo Bogus, El Polaco or Polish guy
Oh yeah, that guy's pretty good. From what I've
from
seen with
LAFC.
him in Cruz Azul, yeah, he's pretty good.
You got Rotondi, Giacomakis, obviously. So you're not doing a watch along, but you're going to keep an eye on that game tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
Is what it means.
yeah,
So yeah, but I think the first leg will be at Cruz Azul's Universitario since it's Pumas' home, and
yeah.
then the
And
numbers.
it is because the teams that ended up in a higher ranking, like in the standings, they actually host the second leg.
Yeah, they host them and they have the draw advantage. So if they draw
True.
twice, they go through.
Yeah.
And just do not lose. That's all that matters. Basically, just do not lose.
Yeah, that's basically the strategy for every playoff, honestly. Like you just do your best where you don't lose. But sadly, like sometimes luck isn't on your side and you actually end up losing.
And then oh yeah, let's not forget about Jorge Sanchez, right? You remember him.
Yeah, that traitor.
Yep, he's ready for tomorrow. So he played 90 minutes and did nothing. Just
Yeah.
slide tackle merchant and did absolutely nothing.
Bro, that reminds me of Chicharito with Chivas. Where in the whole year he only scored 3 goals. And what's crazy is that in almost every game that he's been in, he's been in the starting 11.
Every time because of the experience he has. But remember, he's no longer him. And sadly,
Yeah,
with all respect to him, but in my opinion, ever since he left LA Galaxy, sure, LA Galaxy has their own curse, which is all falling apart with both Chicharito and the Galaxy.
yeah,
I just think he probably has ruined his legacy.
yeah. But something bad that Chivas really did was that they signed him right when he was still injured, and I feel like that really it negatively affected Guadalajara because a lot of fans they were like, "Oh, once Chicharito,
Oh yeah, the
is
delusion.
fully recovered, he's going to be like the highest Like they had so many high expectations for him.
They hype him up, right?
Yeah, they hyped him up too much. I understand, because of the
Dude,
legacy that he's had. Like
he
we
has
can't
like
deny he played in Man United and Real Madrid and
well,
Bayer
let's
Leverkusen, but
Leverkusen, West Ham,
yeah. Oh yeah, and West Ham too. I completely
LA
forgot.
Galaxy, obviously. Even though we all know LA Galaxy are also in bad form too.
True.
And LA Galaxy, all because they just couldn't do it without Ricky Pooch, as he's still injured from that ACL from December at the end
Yeah.
of the MLS Cups. And he couldn't, yeah. And LA Galaxy are just so painful to watch. I haven't even made a video about it. I don't know if I'll make a video about tomorrow. So yeah. But yeah. So we expect Cruz Azul. Will you be doing a preview video for this?
I doubt it because I usually just do like reaction videos and
Because
I do
normally
reaction
fan
videos
portal.
on Thursday and then my old Timmy series that I'm doing with another YouTuber which I'm collabing with for as a series. I do those on Friday. So I doubt it, but I'll try to do a live reaction next Saturday in case it does turn out that we play on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, and then if it's on Thursday, obviously on Sunday in that another semifinal, Toluca, possibly Tigres, Necaxa. I mean, I'm convinced Tigres will get the win unless they go down 10 men.
Yeah, but
Because
I think Toluca has the priority of like choosing what day like they want to play because they ended up in first place, while
oh, that
America they
explains.
ended in second. So Toluca could be like, you know what, we want to play Wednesday and Saturday, which will eventually lead to America playing against their rival. Which, if I believe, yeah, if Leon beats Cruz Azul, I believe America still plays Leon. So so America
I mean,
is
if
going
Cruz
to
Azul,
choose the day that Toluca doesn't.
that's true. If Cruz Azul capitulate, which I'm convinced they're not, because Cruz Azul, the last time, you want to know when was the last time Cruz Azul lost? It's been a while.
True.
The last time Cruz Azul lost the game, let me double check. The last time they lost, let me see. They
Hold on, wait. Let me search it up. Let me search
I
up the
think the
stats.
last time they lost was Tigres back in February in the league. Not in the cup, in the league.
Hold
I
on, let me
think.
see. So Cruz Azul, I'm on ESPN right now.
I think so. I think that was the last time they lost.
Hold on, wait.
Just look at their form.
The last time that they lost, yeah, it was against Tigres, and it was a 2-1 defeat. That's insane.
That's freaking insane. They've been undefeated. Like, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, they're not messing around. I don't see them capitulating against Club Leon. Of
Yeah,
course, it's over for Leon
but at
mentally.
the
I mean.
same time, we can't doubt America because remember last
Of
time what
course, I'm
happened?
not down in America,
Cruz
but I'm just
Azul set a record with the most points in Liga MX. And what happened
with
in
my family.
semifinals? They got eliminated by America. And not only was it just America, it was the worst America in a while. Because America in that, I believe, ended in eighth place where they
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to play
last
against
up I feel
Tijuana.
that.
Yeah.
Even though, but I already knew America will their form goes out of the window anyways once they qualify, and then Chivas would come out and will get eliminated by Atlas. America advances on penalties against Cholos,
Yeah.
and then Cholos did smack them 2-0, 3-0, and Cruz Azul made that famous comeback. But
Yeah.
yeah, Club America and Cruz Azul, this rivalry is just the best, and
Yeah,
it's gonna
right
be a
now it's the best rivalry aside from Tigres Monterrey, of course.
yes, which I rate as well.
Yeah,
The Chivas America, that's the fake.
yeah,
Obviously,
that's no longer like the biggest
anymore.
clásico in Mexico.
It used
And
to be maybe
honestly,
at one point, obviously yes, but just
yeah,
not.
and I feel like Pumas America has never really felt like a clásico.
Anymore hasn't. To be fair, Cruz Azul Club America is the real Mexico City slash Clásico derby.
Yeah,
The
it is.
Mexican version of the Clásico Nacional slash Madrid derby.
Yeah,
Because of how intense and especially how the players they have, the quality and competing, especially that's why this game is huge.
yeah.
And then yes, this is why I'm convinced that this will happen. And yes, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I pray that things go pretty well even tomorrow. So yeah, so yep. So what else do you want to say about the game?
Well, also like it's been almost a century since America last won the Tetra Campeonato. I know not everyone talks about this because when people think of the Tetra Campeonato, they think of Chivas like back in the 60s. But
No,
back in the 1920s, America actually won four consecutive leagues in a row.
all
And
the
right
way
now they're on the road to that. And I really want them
okay. They could do
to
it.
win the Tetra Campeonato because you don't see a Tetra Campeonato that often. You see it like once in a lifetime. Like right now for America, it's now or never.
Now or yes, because especially on the form. But even though yes, this classical Hoven most likely, but yeah, this will be your hardest stress. I think Cruz Azul will be harder than Toluca. You think?
Yeah, especially. I mean, I kind of had doubts with America because last season when they were in the playoffs, I was like, oh, they're playing against Toluca, and Toluca, they destroyed them 4-0. But America returned those four goals to them. And the same thing happened to Cruz Azul. But I'd say the hardest team that America played, at least in those playoffs, was Cruz Azul. Because Monterrey, they didn't really do much in the second leg until like the last 10 minutes when they were just attacking and attacking.
And then America, yes. And that was the last time Richard Sanchez masterclass.
Yeah, and the last goal that Richard Sanchez has ever scored for America was against LAFC in a recent friendly. I believe it was in February.
It was back in February, early February.
Yeah,
And then
yeah, where LAFC won two
and
one.
speaking of Club America, I heard that you also have a friendly upcoming against San Diego.
That's crazy.
And
Because I
then
have not heard about that yet.
yes, apparently they just made a schedule friendly June 20th, and it will be at their stadium, 7 p.m. Are you gonna watch that game? Are you gonna buy tickets?
I honestly doubt it, if
It's
I'm
not
being completely honest. But
even though, but wait, technically, wait a minute. If they're saying up this friendly, they're using if Club America qualifies for the Club World Cup, and the Club World Cup is on June I think 11 or 12. um, for Club Leon's replacement. If
they
they
might,
do, they might
if
use the reserves or what, or cancel that or what.
I think they most likely will cancel it if America doesn't go to the FIFA Club World Cup, or they could just replace America. You know what? Give Chivas San Diego. Let Chivas
Okay.
feel special.
I thought Chivas San Diego had a friendly. Oh no, that was against Cholos. That was
Yeah,
played in San Diego. Oh, my mistake.
yeah.
And
Because
then
I heard that San Diego's actually doing good right now.
yes, they're doing all right in MLS. They right now they did beat LA Galaxy on their opener back in February.
Yeah,
Um like 2-0. And right now they did beat St. Louis. They're sitting in fourth in the Western Conference. And they do have yeah, about so yeah.
yeah. I'm like, yeah,
But yeah, Miami are coming to San Jose on Wednesday, even though they lost 4-1 to Minnesota, which I explained it. So yeah. So
bro. I'm
like
gonna be honest with you. I think
I
San Diego's going to destroy Inter Miami.
not San Diego, they're actually coming to San Jose.
Oh,
Earthquakes, San Jose Earthquakes.
all the San Jose earthquakes.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
But yeah, so could be around. It could be around the possibly classical Hoven unless Toluca, plays against the winner of Tigres and Necaxa. Depends what happens tomorrow, so we'll see. But
Yeah.
technically, no, never mind. I thought it was something. But, but yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Classical these games, and we also have a Sao Paulo derby, Palmeiras Sao Paulo. I don't know if I'll watch that. I maybe have some stuff to do. I guess during Mother's Day. I guess,
Yeah.
and I might even have to go out of town. I guess for something. I don't know. We'll see about that. So yeah. Do you have anything else to say? I guess.
Not really low key. I'm kind of tired,
Yeah.
but
I
I'm just happy that America advanced to the semifinals.
I got all right. So yeah. So we should have the time conversation, and we will see what happens. Like I said, tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. And like I said, I'm making for the. By the way, real quick, I'm all like I said, I'm making the end of season video for La Liga, the Premier League, Bundesliga, and the Italian and Serie A. And I'm going to give you a
Nice.
shot on one of those videos. By the way,
I
I don't know
appreciate
if
it very much.
La Liga, yes, because since you deserve more subscribers, so yes, of course, yes, um, of course, I'll be working on it. The Bundesliga ends next week. We,
Yeah. I think Bayern already won it, right? They won it today.
yeah, I mean they won it last week. It's because they were holding on that result against the Red Bulls, Leipzig.
So,
Yeah, the same
yeah.
Red Bull group with New York.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know for Red Bull, they have New York Red Bulls, they have Red Bull Leipzig, and they have Red Bull Salzburg.
Oh, they also have Red Bull Bragantino in Brazil as
Oh,
well.
yeah. Yeah.
I forgot to mention that Bragantino or Bragantino.
That's funny, honestly.
Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, it's gonna be a big day for some people. Like for me, kind of somewhat a big day. I'm just waiting for the season to end so I can get this video wrapped up, and yeah. So I guess I think that's all I gotta say. Do you have anything else to say?
No, actually, I don't know.
All right. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, especially the coming days. Especially so. All right then. So I guess I'm gonna go. So
All right.
like I said, big up to everyone. I'm surprised I'm the only guest and no one else joined.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's because, like, most people don't know how, like, StreamYard works. So I might have
Yeah,
to do, like, a little tutorial on that.
yeah, because I've used it for 5 years, so I have the experience.
Yeah, and I'm, like, barely new to it. I think this is, like, my second month with it. And so far, I'm pretty happy with, like, StreamYard. It's definitely made streaming a lot more easier compared to how I used to stream. So, yeah.
All right then. I guess I'm about to get some sleep. I need to get some sleep for especially for El Clasico and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
big up to everyone. I hope you have a nice night, day, wherever you're at in the world. It's
You
probably
too.
Sunday
Thank you.
already.
Yeah.
So
So,
so
yeah, guys, if y'all
make
love
sure.
football related content, please make sure to go check out Adam Dad 2025's channel. He uploads a lot of amazing football content. If you
Yeah,
have any favorite football club and you'd like to know like more about his opinions, feel free to let him
yeah,
know
check
in his
them out.
comment section and
Uh,
just enjoy his content is all I'm trying to say.
yes, and I forgot to mention this. I will make a video about the LA Galaxy, like hard. Oh my goodness, bro. They're absolutely cooked, bro. Like, how could you win the MLS champions and yet be the worst team in history once the season begins? Like, freaking clowns. Like, they're like every La Liga team probably would handle the Red Bulls better.
True.
You guys are not serious. They're not serious. Absolutely.
For real.
LA
That's
Galaxy.
crazy though. A 7-0 is embarrassing.
And then like I'm tired of, but yes, LA Galaxy. I think MLS highlights are out, and yes, they are in the mud. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a video about that tomorrow. I will make a video about the Club America LAFC FIFA Club World Cup video myself. Myself, but I'm gonna go now.
All
Big
right. Take care, Adam. Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys. That does it for today's live stream. Before I go, I just want to give a few shout outs. Shout out to Alfonso Crafter. Shout out to Adam Dad 2025. Thank you so much for joining my live stream today. Shout out to, hold on, wait, where is it? Tuca Mote. I believe that's how it said. If not, I'm terribly sorry, but welcome back, by the way. Shout out to Mondo Ain't That, something like that. Shout out to Liam's Wild World. And that's basically it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this week's live stream. Shout out again to Adam. Thank you for joining me in this live stream. America's heading to the semifinals, which is something I'm very happy about. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all take care, stay happy, stay healthy, be the best person you can be, spread positivity to all those around you. I'll see y'all around for tomorrow's episode of Jokes with Jeffy. This is your boy, Johnny, and I'm out. Adios, amigos! Hold on, wait, where's the mouse? Oh, here it is.